All right, guys. Today we are gonna be reacting to Samantha Lee finally admits regretting divorcing Tyrese Gibson. Champagne.
So let me ask you this: if we can go back and if I were able somehow to insulate you with a pro-marriage, pro-relationship community, do you think you still would have actually gone through a divorce?
Not that time. This is the truth. The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Welcome back, family. Finally, Samantha Lee has broken her silence and admitted that she regrets divorcing Tyrese Gibson on an exclusive interview with the Hardly Initiated podcast. In this breakdown, you are going to see how much of an impact people around women who decide to divorce their husbands have.
So let me ask you this: if we can go back and if I were able somehow to insulate you with a pro-marriage, pro-relationship community, do you think you still would have actually gone through a divorce?
Not that time.
Okay.
I don't know what would have happened. Oh, I've never said this publicly.
No, this is what we do.
This is a Hardly Initiated exclusive, baby.
Delano, make sure you zoom in on this one, okay?
Yeah. It gets deep.
No, actually, no. I want to deny myself. I want to deniability. Yeah, no, this is the truth. The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Wow.
I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that I was, women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that, blah, 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 blah. And we're just focusing on these things. And because you don't have a certain person in your life to check you and say, sis, what about this? What about this? What about these strengths? What about what he's not doing? Like those types of things. That can get you thinking about the positive aspects of this person that you may not be thinking about when you're upset. You're only thinking about what you're mad about. Yeah. You're not thinking about all the other positive aspects of this person. And so in those moments, you need somebody to be the person for that person.
Yeah.
In those moments.
This is exactly what we've been saying all along. Most women let their emotions dictate their decisions, even when it comes to life-changing decisions like divorce. I strongly believe that most women would have divorced their husbands if there was no one in their ears telling them to do so. That is why it is very important to keep marriage people...
I think she's capping. I think that was a crap. This was predetermined, guys. Don't listen to this. This was predetermined. She already knew what she wanted. A lot of these females, and especially when they're like this, they always targeting these guys. They're very single mom. They don't have a strong foundation, and they're just has the lawyers lined up to just take all that money. It's all cap, man. Don't listen.
Mind it around you if you want your marriage to last longer.
So it's still some people in the chat right now that they still confused. They really not understanding with the pro-marriage, right? Or somebody who's an advocate for marriage. So if you could just paint the people who weren't necessarily pro-marriage, and you coming to them, or you just expressing these different issues that you having.
Yeah.
What type of responses were you actually getting versus what you should have been receiving?
It's not so much about what should have been received, because I think that based upon what had occurred in our relationship by that time, a lot of people were saying that this was time for me to leave this particular relationship.
Yeah.
It wasn't just me. It was my loved ones. I have been seeing a therapist. My therapist, I had people that were like, it's time this is not the best decision for you to remain in as is. And so when that happened, or what I mean by pro-marriage is that there is people in my life that it's not so much pro-marriage, it's pro the other person. So my thought process, based upon the clip that I shared on my own page, was he had people in his life that would advocate for her in his most heated moments. And he wanted his wife to have people that would advocate for him in those moments. And so it wasn't necessarily somebody that was pro-marriage as much as it was giving a different perspective on that.
Oh my God, what the hell is she saying? She's gaslighting right now. I don't know what she's saying. She's throwing a lot of words that mean nothing.
That person that would be fair to that person in that moment. So it could be it might be, let's say my best friend, my homegirl, she might be pro-marriage, but she's pro me. She gonna advocate for me on that phone. I'm talking about somebody
that. What a good friend.
That maybe it's his sister. Maybe it's his mom. Maybe it's somebody that can, maybe not the mom. I wouldn't do the mom, but like somebody else in his life that could
She's coping,
advocate.
She does not regret her decision, guys. I think I was following her case this was a few months ago, and she had multiple lawyers trying to crack the prenup of Tyrese. It's crazy. Like she wanted to just crack that prenup, man. Here she's just coping to make sure she looks like a victim.
And speak to him that he has designated, because that's what this guy did. He had designated certain people that when she's that upset and she needs an ear, she's not just talking to friends, her own friends who are going to advocate for her, but more or less somebody that's going to advocate for him in those moments and be able to be a voice of reason for him when she's not hearing him. Mm-hmm. That's what he was asked. That's what he was saying. And that's what I think that I didn't have.
I personally don't believe in telling your marital problems to anybody else than your spouse, not even a therapist. I believe that if you and your spouse cannot come into an agreement on something, then no one can help you to fix the issue.
Yeah, you have to figure out, guys, because if you guys can figure out the problem in the marriage, right, your marriage will grow stronger. You see what I'm saying? But if your wife go to her friends and start complaining about you, it's done, guys. It's done. That's it. No more. You see what I'm saying? No more. A lot of folks don't understand this. Because when she started talking bad about you in your back, she just broke the trust. She's supposed to be the support system. And if you do the same thing to her, you're doing wrong. Now you're being a weak man. You're not leading. I'm telling you, man. A lot of this stuff is she's just trying to gaslight to make sure that she can look good for the camera.
When you maintain a healthy, frequent, genuine communication with your spouse, these kind of things will not occur.
I had people that were in my life that were advocating for me, and that's not a negative thing.
Yeah.
It just was, at the time, being so hurt, so emotional, just being in my feelings, making a move. I didn't necessarily have that, nor did I make space for that. And so I would say to a woman that's highly upset, that's highly emotional, it's like, you know what, I'm done. I'm about to call he did this, he did that again, blah, blah, blah. You go, no, you're actually not ready to do this. Mm-hmm. You being at this space of emotional intoxication, you're making a life-changing decision. You have absolutely no idea what you're about to walk into. So you should actually sit down, chill out, relax, call somebody that, watch one of your favorite shows, walk around, do something different, and then come to a place or call somebody. I know in my own life and in the women that I've worked with for a very long time, they know that they can reach out to me like, sis, I'm, my husband's doing X, Y, and Z. Can I reach out to you?
Yeah. And how is this a good idea? Oh, this is so bad. I'm telling you guys, and this is me. You're female. You should be the center of your girl. You know what I'm saying? You should be the center of your girl. If she needs some help, you can contact your mom. Because your mom is going to have the intentions, most likely going to have a better intention for the marriage, When she start having a lot of friends outside the marriage, things go sideways. Unless the female is married to your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it is outside that circle, it's just a recipe for disaster.
And they'll reach out to me and we'll sit on the phone and be like, no, you're wrong. Are you ready to hear this? You're wrong. You actually should be doing this. You actually should. And they've grown to trust me because they know that ultimately I'm going to say when somebody is wrong, but I'm going to give you a perspective that is not going to break the family up because I am experiencing a broken family. I'm experiencing what that's like.
And you can feel the hurt in her voice when she is saying what she is experiencing right now. Broken families are championed so much these days, and people are trying to accept it as the norm. But you can clearly see here how much pain is caused by divorce. My friends, I will advise you to choose your spouse very carefully if you wish to have one, because the odds are against you. And above all, keep your head up.
Very good point. Very good point. Let me know what you guys see in the comment section below. Like always, I will see you in the next one.